Welcome to the Madison Miller Podcast. Today is Wednesday, September 7th, 2022. Today I'm going to recap yesterday's Major League Baseball games and look ahead to today's games. WNBA semifinal game 4s we'll recap. We have a Major League Soccer game to discuss tonight. We have the U.S. Open to talk about. NFL Top 100 for me. Massachusetts gubernatorial primary results, news and notes, and best bet. We'll start with Major League Baseball. We'll go over the results from yesterday and look ahead to today's games. Pirates over the Mets, 8-2. Pirates, 15-84. Mets, 85-51. Rays over the Red Sox, 8-4. Red Sox dropped to 67-70. Rays are 76-58. Phillies over the Marlins 3-2 on a walk-off single by Gene Segura. Phillies 74-61. Miami is 55-79. Orioles over the Blue Jays 9-6. Orioles 72-64. Toronto 75-60. So big win for Baltimore. Cubs over the Reds 9-3. Cubs 57-78. Cincinnati 53-80. Cardinals over Nationals 4-1. Cardinals 80-56. Washington 48-88. Guardians over the Royals 4-1. The Guardians are 70-64. KC's 55-82. Rangers over the Astros 4-3. The Rangers are 59-76. Houston is 87-49. So best bet, another loser. Rockies over the Brewers 10-7 on a walk-off home run by Randall Grichuk. Colorado's 59-79. And Milwaukee is 71-64. I should say 58-79. Angels over the Tigers 5-4-10 on a walk-off bunt single by McNeary Sierra. LA is 60-76. Detroit is 51-85. Padres over the Diamondbacks 6-5-10 on a 2-run walk-off single by Jorge Alfaro. San Diego 75-62. Arizona is 65-70. Braves over the A's 10-9. Braves are 85-51. Oakland is 50-86. Mariners over the White Sox 3-0. Mariners 77-59. Chicago 68-68. And the Dodgers over the Giants 6-3. The Dodgers are 93-42. San Francisco is 65-69. Twins Yankees postponed to today as they have now a doubleheader. So both New York teams playing a doubleheader. 12:30 Mets Pirates game 1. Makeup from September 5th. Chris Bassett and Bryce Wilson. The Pirates are a big underdog here. Mets are minus 260. Pittsburgh's plus 215. Over under 8.5. Overs minus 102. Unders minus 120. Mets minus 1.5 is minus 154. Pirates plus 1.5 is plus 128. For this game, I'm going to go with... Actually, no, for Pittsburgh, it says Dwayne Underwood, so someone's lying here. I'm going to go over 8.5 at minus 102. I think the Met offense bounces back. 3 o'clock, Twins Yankees. I thought it was going to be 1 o'clock. Louis Varland making his debut for the Twins against Domingo Germán. Yanks minus 154, Twins plus 130, over under 7.5, minus 110 each way. Twins plus 1.5 is minus 156, Yankees minus 1.5 is plus 130. Usually I would go unders in Yankees games right now, but I'm going to go with the over because of the unknown of Varland. Brewers Rockies, Eric Lauer and Kyle Freeland. Brewers minus 142, Rockies plus 120, over under 12, overs minus 105, unders minus 115. Brewers plus 1.5 is plus 104, Rockies minus 1.5 is minus 125. Oh, wait. I read that completely wrong. Brewers minus 1.5 is plus 104, Rockies plus 1.5 is minus 125. I apologize, guys. I completely read that wrong. I'm going under. That is way too high of a total. I get it. These have been high-scoring games. But this is an under. 3:30, Braves A's. Spencer Strider and Ken Wolochuk. Braves minus 300, A's plus 245, over under 7, overs minus 122, unders even money. Braves minus 1.5 is minus 164, A's plus 1.5 is plus 136. I'm going with the Oakland plus 1.5 at plus 136. 4 o'clock, Tigers Angels, Drew Hutchinson and Patrick Sandoval. Angels minus 215. Tigers plus 180. Over under 8.5. Overs minus 120. Unders minus 102. Tigers plus 1.5 is minus 120. Angels minus 1.5 is even money. This is a tough one. But I am going to go with over 4.5 first half runs minus 115. White Sox Mariners, Michael Kopech and Luis Castillo. Mariners minus 200, White Sox plus 168, over under 7.5, overs even money, unders minus 122. White Sox plus 1.5 is minus 134, Mariners minus 1.5 is plus 112. Plus 168, 41.9% is pretty good. So I'm going with Chicago, plus 168 outright. Giants, Dodgers, Alex Cobb and Clayton Kershaw. Dodgers minus 270, Giants plus 220, over under 8, overs minus 115, unders minus 105. Giants plus 1.5 is plus 106, Dodgers minus 1.5 is minus 128. I'm going with the under. 6:30, Twins, Yankees, Game 2, Joe Ryan and Garrett Cole. Yanks minus 200, Twins plus 168, over under 6.5, overs minus 112, unders minus 108. Twins plus 1.5 is minus 134, Yankees minus 1.5 is plus 112. This is an over game. Doubleheader Game 2, Mets, Pirates, Jacob deGrom and Johan Oviedo. And this game is not posted yet. But if the total is anything higher than 8, under. Red Sox, Rays, Nick Pivetta, Jeffrey Springs. Rays minus 172, Red Sox plus 144, over under 7, overs minus 120, unders minus 102. Red Sox plus 1.5 is minus 154, Rays minus 1.5 is plus 128. Tough one. I'm going to go Rays first half run line minus 1.5 and minus 115. Marlins, Phillies at 6:45. Trevor Rogers and Bailey Falter. Phils minus 172. Marlins plus 144. Over under 8. Overs minus 102. Unders minus 120. Marlins minus 1.5 is minus, or plus 1.5 is minus 154. Phillies minus 1.5 is plus 128. Over. 7 o'clock, Blue Jays Orioles from Camden Yards. Alek Manoah and Dean Kremer. Orioles need the win. Blue Jays are minus 152. Orioles are plus 128. Over under 7.5. Overs minus 118. Unders minus 104. Blue Jays minus 1.5 is plus 108. Orioles plus 1.5 is minus 130. I'm going to go with the under. Don't feel great about it, though. Reds, Cubs at 7:30. Mike Minor and Javier Assad. Cubs minus 148. Reds plus 120. Over under 8, minus 110 each way. Reds plus 1.5 is minus 164. Cubs minus 1.5 is plus 136. I like the over. Next up is the Nats and the Cardinals at 7:45. Corey Abbott and Jordan Montgomery. Cards are minus 310. Nats are plus 250. Over under 8. Overs minus 104. Unders minus 118. Nats plus 1.5 is plus 120. Cardinals minus 1.5 is minus 144. Tough one. I like the over, though. Guardians, Royals at 8. Cody Morris and Zach Greinke. Guardians minus 144. Royals plus 122. Over under 8. Overs minus 110. Others minus 112. Guardians minus 1.5 is plus 114. Royals plus 1.5 is minus 137. I like the over. Rangers, Astros. Cole Reagans and Christian Javier. Astros minus 295. Rangers plus 240. Over under 8.5. Overs minus 102. Unders minus 120. Rangers plus 1.5 is plus 112. Astros minus 1.5 is minus 134. I'm going with the Rangers run line plus 1.5 and plus 112. And last but not least, 8:40 Fox Sports 1, Diamondbacks, Padres, Tommy Henry and Yu Darvish. Padres minus 15, Diamondbacks plus 180, over under 8, overs minus 112, unders minus 108. D-backs plus 1.5 is minus 114, Padres minus 1.5 is minus 105. I'm going to go with the Diamondbacks plus 1.5 and minus 114 to keep it close. All right, now I'll move on to the WNBA semifinals. We had two interesting games last night that we have to discuss. Sun over the Sky 104-80 to force a Game 5 back in Chicago, as the series is now 2 apiece. Tawana Bonner, 19 points. Kalia Cooper had 16 for Chicago. And the Aces over the Storm, 97-92, as the Las Vegas Aces advance to their first WNBA Finals with this current group, as Sue Bird's fabulous career comes to an end as Vegas wins the series in 4. Chelsea Gray, 31 points and 10 assists, and Brianna Stewart was just incredible. Maybe her last game as a member of the Seattle Storm, since she's going to be a free agent. 42 points in defeat, as the crowd was chanting, "Thank you, Sue," after the game had ended. Very emotional scene in Seattle last night. Game 5 is Thursday night on ESPN2 between the Sun and the Sky. We'll preview and pick that on the Thursday podcast. Now move on to Major League Soccer. We have one game to talk about that is being held tonight between NYCFC and Cincinnati from Citi Field. I knew they weren't at Yankee Stadium because the Yankees are playing tonight at home. So it's either going to be Citi Field or Red Bull Arena. And I think it's interesting that they are allowing NYCFC to play at Red Bull Arena. So NYCFC is a minus 145 home favorite. Cincinnati's plus 330, draws plus 270. NYCFC struggling of late. They are 4th in the East. Orlando's right there, is back with 3 back. Cincy needs a win here to pass New England in the standings. So for this game, I'm going to go over 3.5 goals at plus 194. Very valuable bet. Just under 2-1. I'm saying NYCFC wins, but I wouldn't bet that home number as a big favorite. All right, now I'll move on to the U.S. Open. We'll go over yesterday's results and look ahead to today's action. How about this? 27 seed Karen Kakdevov over 23 seed Nick Kyrgios in 5 sets. And 5 seed Casper Ruud over 13 seed Matteo Berrettini in straight sets. 2 more quarterfinals today. 1:15 you have 9 seed Andre Rublev and 22 seed Francis Tiafoe. Rublev is minus 120. Tiafoe is even money. I'm going to do the strategy that worked out in a Kakdevov-Kyrgios matchup and bet against the one coming off the upset. So Rublev's the pick, and I'm going to go 3-2, and that is plus 460. And in 8:15 tonight, you have 11 seed Jannik Sinner and 3 seed Carlos Alcaraz. Alcaraz is minus 178. Sinner is plus 146. I'm going to go to set betting, and I bet Alcaraz 3-1. That is plus 320. Women's results from yesterday. 17 seed Caroline Garcia over 12 seed Coco Gauff in 2 sets. And 5 seed Ons Jabeur over Alja Tomljevic in 2 sets. Now today at 12 o'clock, you have 22 seed Carolina Pliskova and 6 seed Arina Sabalenka. Sabalenka is actually a slight favorite at minus 116. Pliskova is plus 102. I'm going to go with Sabalenka 2-1 plus 290. And at 7 o'clock tonight, you have 1 seed Iga Swiatek and 8 seed Jessica Pegula. Iga is minus 230. Jessica is plus 188. I'm going to go Ego 2-0 plus 110 for my pick there. All right, semifinals will be tomorrow for the women's and Friday for the men's. And then the women's final is on Saturday and the men's final is on Sunday. We'll preview and pick it all on the podcasts the next 2 days. All right, now I'm going to do my top 100 NFL players list. This is always a hard list to put together each and every year. There are a whopping 23 honorable mentions this year. And here they are from 23 to 1. Because obviously number 1 is technically 101. 23, Calais Campbell, Baltimore Ravens. 22, Brandon Graham, Philadelphia Eagles. 21, J.J. Watt, Arizona Cardinals. 20, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, Cleveland Browns. 19, Melvin Ingram, Miami Dolphins. 18, Justin Houston, Baltimore Ravens. 17, Justin Simmons, Denver Broncos. 16, Javon Holland, Miami Dolphins. 15, Darius Slay, Philadelphia Eagles. 14, Antoine Winfield Jr., Tampa Bay Buccaneers. 13, Eric Hendricks, Minnesota Vikings. 12, Byron Jones, Miami Dolphins. 11, Kyle Pitts, Atlanta Falcons. 10, TJ Hawkinson, Detroit Lions. 9, Trey White, Buffalo Bills. 8, Kevin Byard, Tennessee Titans. 7, Fred Warner, San Francisco 49ers. 6, Eric Armstead, San Francisco 49ers. 5, Patrick Peterson, Minnesota Vikings. 4, Vita Vea, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. 3, DK Metcalf, Seattle Seahawks. 2, Minkah Fitzpatrick, Pittsburgh Steelers. And the number 1 honorable mention, Frank Ragnow, Detroit Lions. And now, without further ado, the top 100 NFL players for the 2022 season. 100, Matthew Stafford, Los Angeles Rams. 99, Kyler Murray, Arizona Cardinals. 98, Deshaun Watson, Cleveland Browns. 97, Adrian Amos, Green Bay Packers. 96, Aaron Jones, Green Bay Packers. 95, Najee Harris, Pittsburgh Steelers. 94, Shaq Mason, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. 93, Grady Jarrett, Atlanta Falcons. 92, Max Crosby, Las Vegas Raiders. 91, Micah Hyde, Buffalo Bills. 90, Lamar Jackson, Baltimore Ravens. 89, Dak Prescott, Dallas Cowboys. 88, Lane Johnson, Philadelphia Eagles. 87, Tyron Smith, Dallas Cowboys. 86, Levante David, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. 85, Stephon Gilmore, Indianapolis Colts. 84, Rashawn Gary, Green Bay Packers. 83, Chris Lindstrom, Atlanta Falcons. 82, Chase Young, Washington Commanders. 81, Dalvin Cook, Minnesota Vikings. 80, Alvin Kamara, New Orleans Saints. 79, Creed Humphrey, Kansas City Chiefs. 78, Rashawn Slater, Los Angeles Chargers. 77, Tristan Wirfs, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. 76, Jack Conklin, Cleveland Browns. 75, Deion Dawkins, Buffalo Bills. 74, Mike Evans, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. 73, Joe Mixon, Cincinnati Bengals. 72, Nick Chubb, Cleveland Browns. 71, Shaquille Barrett, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. 70, DeForest Buckner, Indianapolis Colts. 69, Denzel Ward, Cleveland Browns. 68, Ronnie Stanley, Baltimore Ravens. 67, Marshawn Lattimore, New Orleans Saints. 66, Deebo Samuel, San Francisco 49ers. 65, Derwin James, Los Angeles Chargers. 64, Jason Kelce, Philadelphia Eagles. 63, Wyatt Teller, Cleveland Browns. 62, Demario Davis, New Orleans Saints. 61, Chandler Jones, Las Vegas Raiders. 60, Casey Hayward Jr., Atlanta Falcons. 59, Chris Godwin, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. 58, Danielle Hunter, Minnesota Vikings. 57, Marlon Humphrey, Baltimore Ravens. 56, Darren Waller, Las Vegas Raiders. 55, Mark Andrews, Baltimore Ravens. 54, Fletcher Cox, Philadelphia Eagles. 53, Shaquille Leonard, Indianapolis Colts. 52, Michael Onwenu, New England Patriots. 51, Marcus Peters, Baltimore Ravens. 50, Harrison Smith, Minnesota Vikings. 49, Adam Thielen, Minnesota Vikings. 48, Christian McCaffrey, Carolina Panthers. 47, C.D. Lamb, Dallas Cowboys. 46, A.J. Brown, Philadelphia Eagles. 45, Russell Wilson, Denver Broncos. 44, Chris Jones, Kansas City Chiefs. 43, Derrick Henry, Tennessee Titans. 42, Michael Thomas, New Orleans Saints. 41, Xavier Howard, Miami Dolphins. 40, Cameron Jordan, New Orleans Saints. 39, DeMarcus Lawrence, Dallas Cowboys. 38, Keenan Allen, Los Angeles Chargers. 37, Micah Parsons, Dallas Cowboys. 36, Khalil Mack, Los Angeles Chargers. 35, David Bakhtiari, Green Bay Packers. 34, Ryan Ramczyk, New Orleans Saints. 33, J.C. Jackson, Los Angeles Chargers. 32, Von Miller, Buffalo Bills. 31, Stephon Diggs, Buffalo Bills. 30, Quentin Nelson, Indianapolis Colts. 29, Jonathan Taylor, Indianapolis Colts. 28, Marcus Williams, Baltimore Ravens. 27, Joel Bitonio, Cleveland Browns. 26, Jair Alexander, Green Bay Packers. 25, Tyreek Hill, Miami Dolphins. 24, Justin Jefferson, Minnesota Vikings. 23, Jamar Chase, Cincinnati Bengals. 22, George Kittle, San Francisco 49ers. 21, Travis Kelce, Kansas City Chiefs. 20, Cameron Hayward, Pittsburgh Steelers. 19, DeAndre Hopkins, Arizona Cardinals. 18, Justin Herbert, Los Angeles Chargers. 17, Joe Burrow, Cincinnati Bengals. 16, Bobby Wagner, Los Angeles Rams. 15, Joey Bosa, Los Angeles Chargers. 14, Corey Linsley, Los Angeles Chargers. 13, Nick Bosa, San Francisco 49ers. 12, Zach Martin, Dallas Cowboys. 11, Tom Brady, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. 10, Davante Adams, Las Vegas Raiders. 9, Myles Garrett, Cleveland Browns. 8, Jalen Ramsey, Los Angeles Rams. 7, Cooper Kupp, Los Angeles Rams. 6, Trent Williams, San Francisco 49ers. 5, Josh Allen, Buffalo Bills. 4, T.J. Watt, Pittsburgh Steelers. 3, Patrick Mahomes, Kansas City Chiefs. 2, Aaron Rodgers, Green Bay Packers. And number 1, Aaron Donald, Los Angeles Rams. So how about that? 3 Rams in the top 10. I don't think I would have guessed 3 of somebody or players on the same team would be in the top 10, but here we are. Donald, to me, is unequivocally still number 1. I know he didn't win Defensive Player of the Year this past year, but he still carried that Rams defense to a Super Bowl championship this past season, so he gets the honor of that. Rodgers versus Mahomes, pick your poison. Rodgers was the back-to-back MVP winner, so he's ahead of Mahomes, who shit the bed in the second half against the Bengals. That was just one of the more bizarre things you'll see out of Patrick Mahomes. T.J. Watt, I have ahead of Bills quarterback Josh Allen. I feel that Watt's the best edge rusher in the NFL. I have him ahead of Josh Allen because Josh Allen has yet to make a Super Bowl. And Josh Allen's awesome, don't get me wrong. You could argue Allen should be 4th and Watt should be 5th. But TJ Watt's just a monster. Trent Williams, best lineman in the league, has to be in the top 10. Cooper Kupp, best receiver in the league, has to be in the top 10. His teammate Jalen Ramsey, best corner in the game, in the top 10. Myles Garrett, another great pass rusher, into the top 10. And then Davante Adams and Tom Brady, 10, 11. I went with Adams because I think he still has better years left. And guys between 11 and even down to 18 at Justin Herbert, you could argue to be in the top 10. 11 through 18 again. Brady, Martin, Bosa, Lindsley, Bosa, Wagner, Burrow, Herbert. And Nick is 13 and Joey is 15 on this list. So there you have it, the top 100 player rankings as we head into the season, which will be tomorrow. Obviously, tonight I'm going to drop the Big Predictions podcast. All right, now we're going to go over results from the gubernatorial primaries in the state of Massachusetts. And it was an interesting because they're going to have a new governor regardless. So, without further ado, here we go. The Democratic primary, your winner, Maura Haley, 85.5% of the vote, with 91% counted. And Sonia Chang Diaz, 14.5%. She was a write-in. It looks like. And then the Republican Party, your winner, Jeff Deal, 55.6% of the vote, with 93% counted. And Chris Doughty, 44.4% of the vote. So, next week we have a couple more primaries, which we'll get to on the Tuesday and Wednesday podcasts of next week. All right, now we'll go over the news and notes for today. Just coming down right now, Chargers cornerback J.C. Jackson likely out week 1 against the Raiders as he recovers from ankle surgery. So that's not great for the Chargers defense. There's some stuff that is leaking out regarding the Seattle Seahawks breakup with Russell Wilson, as Russ blamed Pete Carroll for losing the 2019 MVP award. And Russ was also pissed that the team scouted Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen. So, there's more to the story, obviously, but those are the two big things that came out of it, and I'm not really that stunned, to say the least. A Lamar Jackson deal is not imminent, as guaranteed money is still the biggest hurdle between Jackson and the Ravens ahead of the Week 1 deadline that Lamar had set. Mitch Trubisky named the Pittsburgh Steelers starter as he'll begin Week 1 against the Bengals. Brett Reed to plead guilty as he was involved in that 2021 car crash that seriously injured a 5-year-old girl. So, that's just a sad story as we discussed on the podcast in the past. The Hard Knocks in season will be going to the Arizona Cardinals. So that is really interesting. And I think they're a candidate to really put on a great Hard Knocks in season show. Derek Carr opened up about his recruitment for Devontae Adams as he texted Devontae about joining the Raiders the day after the Packers' playoff loss against the 49ers. I was egregious, he said. Egregious. So, very interesting. Chase Young re-aggravates his ACL as he worsened his injury at Von Miller's camp, and the team is not happy. NFL executives named Kenny Pickett the Rookie of the Year. So that's really interesting. The NFL will absolutely consider disciplining players for incidents during joint practices. So that's according to the Washington Post, and I think that is the right move. Sam Hartman is back for Wake Forest, so that has excellent news for them, as he'll come back on Saturday against Vanderbilt. A reporter roasts Brian Kelly as he dinged media for arriving late. So that's really interesting. The new AP poll is out, and there are some interesting changes. 1 is Alabama, 2 Georgia, 3 Ohio State, 4 Michigan, 5 Clemson, 6 Texas A&M, 7 Oklahoma, 8 Notre Dame, 9 Baylor, and 10 USC. The rest: Oklahoma State, Florida, Utah, Michigan State, Miami, Arkansas, Pitt, NC State, Wisconsin, Kentucky, BYU, Ole Miss, Wake Forest, Tennessee, Houston. So obviously the big move was that Florida jumped into the top 12. And Oregon is no longer ranked after getting blown out 46-3. Kevin Durant calls out Ronnie 2K as he's not happy about his 96 rating and 2K23. Pat Beverly trolls LeBron and AD as he says they're going to be playing with me. I made the playoffs last year. That's so funny. Bronny James has a standing offer from Ohio State that was reconfirmed by the coaching staff. So, looks like he does have that offer. So, we'll see where he may end up. Russell Westbrook and Pat Beverly made up as they met at Beverly's intro press conference. So that's interesting. Here's an interesting pickup. Montrezl Harrell is joining the Sixers on a 2-year deal. That includes a player option. That is a very great signing for Philadelphia as they finally land themselves a competent backup center behind Joel Embiid. We talked about Sue Bird and how the Seattle crowd was chanting, "Thank you, Sue." That was really neat. This is something we discussed on the show yesterday, that Victor Wembanyama and Scoot Henderson, it's official, they'll play in Vegas on October 4th and 6th. So you could just bank the buck that game, or those games, will be aired on the ESPN network somehow. U.S. women's national team knocks off Nigeria in a friendly as Megan Rapinoe subs in and connects with Rose Lavelle to give USA its 13th win in a row. So, some boxing news for you. Jake Paul versus Anderson Silva, October 29th in Arizona. So that is a very interesting fight that'll be taking place at the end of October. Baseball news. Anthony Rizzo to the injured list as he's been dealing with headaches since receiving epidural for back pain. That is just brutal for the Yankees. They literally, DJ LeMahieu, Anthony Rizzo, Andrew Benintendi. I think Stanton's playing hurt still. Just brutal with all these injuries. It's amazing that they're just cringing onto that AL East lead. And I honestly don't think the injuries are being talked about enough when it comes to the Yankees' collapse. I mean, understandable from Yankee fans' perspective that they may think that the team wasn't very good to begin with, which is probably true. But this collapse doesn't happen if all these injuries happen. Let's be real here. Craig Kimbrell is using Let It Go as his walk-up music from Frozen. That's hysterical. And minor leaguers approved the unionization as it still needs recognition from the league and all 30 clubs before representing minor leaguers. So we'll see if that gets through or not, and I believe it will. Last but not least, my best bet of the day brought to you by FanDuel. I'm 0 for on the week for best bet. There's a game that I liked in terms of a total. And it is the over between the Guardians and the Royals. Over 8, minus 106. I'm going to lay a quarter unit on it. So over 8 between the Royals and the Guardians for my best bet of the day. That's it for today's show. I'll be back tomorrow recapping baseball and Major League Soccer, looking ahead to baseball, WNBA semifinals, and the NFL season opener between the Bills and the Rams. Don't forget tonight's my preview and predictions podcast. And then obviously we'll have news and notes and best bet on tomorrow's show as well. Hope you guys have a great day, everyone.